Good morning. It's a beautiful June day. We're officially in summer, so that makes me happy. I'm gonna go out camping, but I'm not gonna take little civic duty here because, well, I got thinking about the video and bears, and I got a soft top, and yeah, that would just be my luck. So I'm not taking that. I'm still camping in a tent, but I am taking the truck. So we still have the rooftop tent in the back of the truck, and that's why I'm taking it. It's totally off-road capable as well. Not as capable, I think, as one of those, just because it's really big. But we got 37-inch tires, 4x4. And yeah, let's go do it. Alright, I'm on the road. I'm in the truck, and the truck has air conditioning, so that's good. It's going to be a scorcher this week. So I'm pretty excited. Hopefully I do get that spot that's right next to the water, because then I, won't be dying of heat. So let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into. I just made it to camp. It didn't get the spot that I really wanted. Yeah, those people did. Those people that's the spot I wanted. It's just a little more easier access to the river. But this is an established campground as well. Fire pit. There's a little bit of firewood here, so that's a start. And then there's just this trail all the way down here. Then I'm gonna go look for some wood. But I'm pretty close to the water. Oh, this one's not bad for easy access either. Should I put my toes in it? This waterway is Prairie Creek. I found setting up the tent to be a little more difficult, as the rack for the boat was in the way. Eventually, I got it. So I'm just setting up my tent right now. I want to show you how it keeps its structure when you're folding it down. It's just bungee cords. That's all it is. So just as I would be setting it up in civic duty, I'm setting it up in a similar way. The padding in these Smitty-built rooftop tents is terrible. You find yourself with your hip right on the ground. So I always just bring that self-inflating mattress. I'm going to put the wool blanket on, then the sleeping bag, and then another blanket on top. I can always take layers off, right? Blah! Well, I was just taking a little break, having a little brewski time, and I heard a twig snap behind me, and I got up real fast, and then right over there by that tree, there was 3 really big deer just looking at me, and that could have been a bear. I think I just scared myself a little bit. And I knew that would happen. That was one of the things that I'd read about solo camping, is that you're gonna freak yourself out a little bit. This is why I say never trust the weather, because it was supposed to be scorching hot, really hot, and it's only about 20 degrees right now, and honestly looks like it's gonna rain on me. So I gotta get this the tent put up, and then hopefully grab the tarps and make a little spot for myself around the fire, and then go get firewood. Crap, just chopping wood, and I just heard some thunder, so I gotta figure something out real quick. For the record, I definitely heard thunder, and now I have torrential downpour, but I don't have a fire going. And I'm not very tall, so my structure sucks. But it's a structure. here's a hard lesson that I had to learn. I didn't want to bring my grill because like, it's like, well, it's just me. You know, I'm gonna cook over the fire. No big deal. I did bring a jet boil, just in case, right? Make my coffee on there, all good. I really wish I had my grill because I'm soaked and my supper requires heat. So, I'm now making myself some chicken noodle soup because I can make it in my jet boil. This is why I said I always pack extra dry goods, you know, extra food just in case, because like right now I can't cook my food. I had breakfast this morning and it's like 7 o'clock and I'm hungry, so this is the alternative. Lesson learned, I guess. Whatever. So I really think that this is kind of set in. Sorry, that this is set in for the night. I'm really thankful right now that I brought the truck with the rooftop tent, because if not, this would be me just sitting in the Jeep, and there's a lot more room in here. And that I can sit all the way up. So I made myself some soup because I couldn't start a fire. Yay! And my movies that I downloaded aren't playing for some reason. Oh well. What do you do? Well, it's day 2. It rained all night. About 9 o'clock it kind of stopped for a bit and I was like, maybe I should go have a fire. And then I was like getting my socks on and then it started downpouring, and so I just went to bed. And but today all of my meals require a fire, so it has to happen. Let's see if I can get this thing started. Me solo camping. That's breakfast. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of work. But breakfast. Breakfast. It was time to gather even more firewood. That's some of the wood that I gathered. It's just what I found. This guy was dead. I've also got the back of the truck, so I'm gonna make that into a nice pile like this. The sun is finally coming out. Oh my goodness, it has been dismal and humid and gross. And now the sun is finally here. Yay! Another thing I learned about camping solo, you don't follow anyone's time frame. You follow your own. And if that means midday swimming, then that means midday swimming. Oh, it feels like snow though. Oh my god. Oh, it's so cold. Wow. It's so pretty though. Ooh. This is what's cooking tonight. Got some bell peppers and some pre-marinated chicken. That's supper right there. Oh man. Good morning. Today is shower day, as you can't tell with my hair like this. I'm currently heating up some water. I have turned the bottom of my a rooftop tent into a makeshift shower. We've got a little pump with some cold water in it right now, and I'm just waiting for the hot water. Oh, because 5 days in the bush without a shower is a long time. All of the last day was a bit of a wash. I found myself pouting and counting down the hours until my friend came. Wow, solo camping. That was an experience. And not a bad experience, okay? Just not bad, just not great. There's definitely pros and cons. So let's start with the pros. It's so peaceful. Like, I fell asleep on Wednesday night to the sound of the creek and the rain, and it was fantastic, and that was just so relaxing and amazing. And sitting by the fire and watching it, you know, crackle and stuff, those moments made it 100% worth it. Number 2, I got to be so stupid. Like, played with my hair, I took a million pictures, I sung as loud as I could, I danced around the fire, I did all those things. And when I chopped wood and I missed, no one was here to razz me. So I got to be stupid. That was so much fun. Number 3, I gained some confidence in my abilities. I chopped some wood. I never get to chop wood. I found firewood. I was comfortable being alone in the bush. I maintained and built my own fires. All the things I thought I knew, you know, that I could do, but I just never really get a chance to do them, I did. And I was gaining these skills all the way through. I went overnight overlanding with Travis, and then we had our woman's weekend, and now I'm here alone. The cons, however, the cons, it's, number 1, it's lonely. When I said last week in the video, I don't mind my own company, I think that meant I don't mind my own company as long as I have an internet connection. So it's lonely, your days are long, I talk to myself a lot, like out loud. I overthought all the time. When those deer came up on me, all I could think about was, that could have been a bear. And it could have been bear food. Would have been bad. Number 2 in the cons, it's a ton of work. Like, Dwayne and I, we very rarely go camping, just the 2 of us. And he always says, well, it's to share the workload. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, you have to maintain the fire while you're cooking, and then you've got to get your own water, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And number 3, my final one, I'm gonna get sappy. It made me miss my friends. Honestly, made me realize that overlanding is supposed to be shared. That it's something you should do with other people. You know, if you want to get away from everybody, you just hate everybody, go solo camping. You're the only company you have. But it made me miss my people, my friends, and mostly my Dwayne. So, don't tell him though. So here's the question. Will I solo camp again? Probably not. Most likely not. It felt more like survival than relaxation. I didn't actually get to enjoy my time here because it was constant. And then when it wasn't, then I was bored, then I missed people. So it was a bucket list item for me, and I got to cross it off. That brings us to the end of the video. Solo camping was an experience, that's for sure. Probably won't do it again. If you have any tips or anything that could help improve this experience for me, leave them in the comments below. And maybe I'll try it again. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm hoping to do more wheeling this summer. Well, I guess we'll see you out on the trail next time. Okay, bye. Please know that in no way this is a paid advertisement. But this beer, this lemon lavender radler from Yukon Brewing, my god, so good. I'm gonna have to tag you guys in this video because I picked this up in Rocky Mountain House and it's so good. It just makes me happy.